Things like this usually don't happen in a community like ours. It's very tragic.
Investigators release autopsy reports today for 8 members of an Ohio family killed execution style.
We begin tonight with a deadline that has passed for the mother of 2 missing children from Rexburg.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda. Today we are going to be talking about a case out of Arizona that not only is heartbreaking, but is frustrating in how it unfolded. It started as a camping trip between 2 friends, and it ended with 2 teenagers losing their lives, and an arrest that left a lot of people asking why. 2 friends, 18-year-old Pandora Kjolsrud and 17-year-old Evan Clark, were both heading into the summer before their senior year at Arcadia High School. Just 5 days into break, they decided to go camping together, something simple, something fun, a quick overnight trip before summer really began. Pandora Sapphire Lynn was born on February 21st, 2007 to Matthew and Simone. Her mother Simone spoke recently at one of the press conferences that the police put on, and I think it's best that she tells you about her daughter.
My daughter, Pandora, was a beautiful, brilliant light in this world. She was so full of life and joy and love. She was the type of person you never forget after meeting her. She was always up for an adventure, and she lived every day to the fullest. Everyone who spent time with her walked away feeling her love and joy. Her joyful spirit was contagious. She had a genuine curiosity and interest in every single person she ever met. She was the kid at school who befriended every teacher and every security guard and everyone she met. She was the kid that was waving and smiling at everybody and left people feeling good. She has a big family and a lot of friends. She is so loved by so many people. We are all devastated, and we miss her every day. All of life's beauty feels less bright without her here. But the light and love and beauty she gave us will be in our hearts forever. And the darkness that she encountered on that day when she met her killer will not define her life. His darkness will never overcome her light. Over the past 4 months, I have prayed every day that her killer would eventually be brought to justice. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office and all the homicide detectives and the FBI and all of the agencies who've contributed to this meticulous and thorough investigation. I will forever be grateful for their tireless efforts to bring justice for my daughter. She deserves justice. The homicide detectives have done an excellent job to identify the perpetrator and build the evidence necessary for an arrest. I have full faith in our judicial system to evaluate the evidence in this double homicide and find the perpetrator guilty of the violent murders he committed against 2 innocent teenagers.
Now, Evan was born on November 7, 2007 to his mother, Sandra Malibu Sweeney, and his father, Bill Clark. She said Evan wasn't your typical teenager. He was funny, bright, kind, and even had that old soul quality that made people feel comfortable around him. He worked at Crumble Cookies, loved photography, cars, and concerts, and he had a big group of friends who truly cared about him. Now, on May 25th, 2025, Pandora and Evan packed up and left for their camping trip in Mount Ord, part of the Tonto National Forest in Arizona, about an hour and a half away from their home. They planned to return the next day, May 26th, but when Pandora didn't come home and her mother couldn't reach her, she contacted the Hala County Sheriff's Office for help. When deputies arrived on scene, they found Evan's vehicle parked just off the road. They tried to make contact but couldn't reach anybody. The deputy did notice some suspicious details about the car and called for backup. When the second deputy arrived, they began searching the area. About a mile and a half further up the mountain, they would find the teens' campground. There, they saw evidence that something had been dragged away from the campsite. A short distance from that area, they found both Pandora and Evan in nearby brush. They both were pronounced dead on the scene, each with multiple gunshot wounds. Because the county line runs directly through Mount Ord, the Halleck County Sheriff's Office notified the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, who took over the investigation. At the crime scene, officers found several key pieces of evidence: shell casings, a pair of gloves, and a pillowcase inside Evan's vehicle. All of this was sent to the crime lab for testing. Police also received several tips from the public, including one from a group of 5 campers who had been on the mountain that same weekend. They would tell investigators that they had encountered a man acting strangely on the mountain and driving a blue Kia Rio, who parked near the teen's SUV that had been seen on the mountain. Not long after, detectives received a phone call from 31-year-old Thomas Brown of Chandler, Arizona. Brown said that he had been on Mount Ord that same weekend from May 23rd to May 26th, and that he had drone footage he wanted to share with them. According to police, during their interview with him, red flags would start going up right away. Brown would tell investigators that he had gone camping with his wife on the mountain, but she had left in the morning of May 25th while he decided to stay another night. He said that morning after she left, he went to the top of the mountain to fly his drone. While he was at the summit, he said he briefly interacted with the teens before leaving, driving down the mountain and parking near a turnout. Later, he said he hiked back up the trail, saw the teens' SUV, but did not see Pandora or Evan. He admitted that he rummaged through a tow of camping equipment near their site, and he even picked up an air rifle, but insisted that he didn't take anything and he put everything back where he found it. He said he hiked back down to his car, and he would later drive up to the summit where he would see the SUV was gone and the group of 5 campers had arrived. Brown emphasized that he had no physical contact with either teen, but investigators said that DNA that was found at the scene told a very different story. On August 4th, the lab confirmed that Brown's DNA was found inside a pair of gloves recovered at the crime scene, with Pandora's blood being on the outside. His DNA was also found inside Evan's SUV, directly linking him to the victims and the campsite. Police said that the remote location of this made it extremely difficult for the investigation. There was no ring cameras, no cell phone pings, and no surveillance footage that would help build a timeline of this event. Investigators also said that the isolation of the mountain was a big reason that the investigation took so long. Now, it would be on September 7th when the investigators returned to Mount Ord, and they hiked the very trail that Brown claimed to have taken up and down the mountain. Along this trail, they found several items belonging to the teens, further contradicting his version of events. According to a newspaper out of Arizona Central, on May 25th, Brown posted on Facebook that he had just gotten home from a camping trip on Mount Ord, writing that he regretted staying one more night because of a gang of random adults were playing music camping next to him. On May 29th, he also shared a news article about the teens that had been found dead, writing that he had been on that mountain with his wife and his dog just days before. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office said that there is no evidence Brown knew either teen, and they believe that he acted alone. They also said that there's no indication that other crimes are linked to him. During his initial court appearance on October 2nd, a judge set his bond at $2 million cash only. This case is still ongoing, and investigators are continuing to piece together exactly what took place on that mountain. However, am I the only one that's questioning why it took from August 4th, when they got the notification that the DNA inside the gloves that had blood on the outside, Pandora's blood on the outside, that came back on August 4th. The rest was October 2nd. That seems like quite some time. What if he was dangerous to other people? I'm very happy that there's been no link to any other crimes, but this just seems crazy that took that long for them to arrest him. I mean, it's only 2 months, but still, it's a horrifying crime that makes me nervous that he's unhinged and doing dumb things other places than just on this mountain. But as there's more updates, I'll definitely make sure to let you guys know. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That way you can be notified for more updates. Thanks for being here with me today. Until next time, stay safe out there.